Okay, so that convo was right on time. The convo I'm talking about, y'all wasn't there because it was impromptu and caught me off guard. So it was, dang, I probably should have got his number because he sure was fine. Anyway, it was two men in the store. It was the security guard in the store and a customer. The customer, that's the one who was fine. And I think I seen him around a few times before, so I'll probably see him again. Maybe it's meant to be. Anyway, man, he looked good. And what he just told me, what he went through, was like everything he did for the woman is literally everything that I dream of in a man. But he didn't talk about his attitudes, his ambitions, his character. He talked about what he did for her. And I get it because men are providers, so you know, they're probably not going to be as emotionally equipped as a woman would like, but I doubt it. I could tell he has some wisdom and a good head on his shoulders. So they're talking and they were just like bad mouthing women. All I hear is, yeah, the next girl I come across, she got to give me sex before I give her anything. That's it. You just gonna be a prostitute or else. And I'm just looking like, what in the world did I walk into? So I ignored it because it's not my business. It's not my conversation. And I'm really big on, you know, letting men talk and minding my business and not butting in. But the more they kept going, it became, you know, disrespectful because I'm a female and I'm standing here. It's like, F me, right? You know, they didn't try to quiet it down. They was loud talking. So it's like everyone can hear it. So I had to chime in like, excuse me, fellas. Y'all sounding real bitter and triggered in here. And I don't like to hear that from you strong fellas. You guys look and seemingly very strong and intellectually equipped to understand that everyone is not like that. I'm actually the total opposite of the women that you guys encountered. Not to brag or to make any of the men that I've done this for feel bad, because I don't want them to feel bad, because we all supposed to help each other out. And it ain't about what you use, is how you use it. So I'm all for service and to be used, but don't use me up and out. And I'm the total opposite of what you guys just described. I'm actually what most women, especially here in Chicago, would consider a trick. Okay? And I don't call it tricking. I just call it helping a man when I can. Helping your partner or even a friend if you can. Because life is life and you never know when you're going to be in that certain predicament yourself. And then in turn, they can help you as well, right? So I'm just telling them, like, let me tell y'all a few stories of mine real quick. And I told them and they was just like, wow, you know, we wasn't even thinking like that, you know. And I'm like, yeah, y'all were here just down, and all the ladies, like, all of us are not like that. A lot of us are out here looking for, or not looking, but yearning for and hoping and praying for men just like you. And it's a big turn off hearing y'all talk like that. Like, and I told the man who I said was fine, he is, I'm like, you a very handsome man. You don't even look 40 something. I think he was like 43, 44, stacked, butter, brown, caramel. I could tell he was like either a National Guardsman or some type of army or military, because I saw all of his gear and everything. He was, man, he looks good. And what he said he did for a woman, it was like he bought her a house, got her a car, and he was like a Benz. And I'm like, ugh. Anybody that knows me knows that's like my favorite brand. Beamers and Benzes. I just like it because it's really nice. And those cars last. Judge your mama. Anyway. And I'm just like, yeah, it's kind of a turn off, you know. Y'all in here talking like this. And I'm like, you know, sometimes you have to get into her mind first, because you keep meeting the same woman over and over again that's telling you something, or you're going about it the wrong way. And then I'm like, you might need to just spend some time alone, because that's the season I'm in. I'm chilling. I got a lot of things to do. I work, I'm in school, I run social media platforms. I have a business I'm trying to resurrect. So I really like have no desire, no real actual wants or needs or feelings towards a significant other right now. And I'm not having sex for I don't know how long, so stay away from me, men. Anyway, and they were laughing, and I'm like, I'm serious, you know. And then this other man, he was in there listening to everybody's perspective, and he finally chimed in. Whole time he turned out to be a therapist, and he dropped some good gems, and he was just like, you know, spend some time with yourself. And everything that's meant for you will come to you. You got to believe that. But sometimes, especially in your situation, which he was talking to the guy who I said was handsome. He's like, in your case, you've been through the same woman 3 times. And he was like, sometimes you got to pay attention to what God's showing you and look deep within yourself and focus on yourself, and all of that will come to you. You don't have to fly across the world and all of that. Because, oh yeah, that's what he was saying. The fine dude, he was like, yeah, well, I know what I'll be doing. I'll be going to another country where it's women that look 10 times better, that I ain't got to deal with all of that. And I'll come back home. And then I was joking. I was like, yeah, and come back with an STD. That wasn't funny, but I've seen it before. A nigga go to the Dominican Republic, clean as a whistle, come back with herpes and all types of other shit that they have to live with for the rest of their life. So, fellas, be careful with that. Flying out to other countries, sleeping with women, thinking it's the next best thing. You know, and I get it. Brazil, Puerto Rico. Well, Puerto Rico, that's still kind of America, but that's an island, so I just really don't count that. Wherever you go with these exotic women, they are beautiful. But check that bitch papers. Anyway, public service announcement for my sexual people. But yeah, he told him a lot. He got his number. And a few other people that was in the store listening got his number. I should have got his number. But I've been to therapy a few times, and I got my notes from my old therapist, and I'm all right. I don't need another one. I can't afford a therapist right now. I got too much shit going. So, I say all of that to say that we are all going through, been through, grew through, knew through some stuff. Be mindful of how you converse about these things and how you judge the next person, and don't put everybody into a category, because you're cutting yourself short from potential partnership. And I could tell he wanted me. He was like, yeah, well, what's up with you? And I'm just like, nah, I've been to myself. I'm doing exactly what the therapist said we should do. Curved him real quick. But I was turned off because I see he's bitter and he's scarred. And I know he'll heal from it. I just got the feeling he will, because I could tell he's yearning for his other half. He don't want to be out here messing with women in a different country and all of that, and coming back. Like, that's not satisfaction. That's not satisfying his needs. That's like instant gratification, if you ask me. And then I'm like, you're losing more money doing that. And he was like, yeah, but I'd rather do that than to waste my money on a female that's gonna take my money and take care of her and her nigga. And I'm just like, see, you females, I just sometimes be wanting to tell them, man, like, you got her address, you know where she at right now, and so I can move. Cause man, some of these bogus females be out here messing these good men up. And that's probably why I'm single now, because my man done got scarred and used and abused. And not to say I'm perfect, because I'm sure my exes probably got stuff to say about me, but I know damn well they can't say that I scarred them or used and abused them and got them feeling like they'll never find love again. Because all my exes want me back. All of them. And that's not a brag. I'm just letting you know that I'm not perfect, but I know I ain't messed them up that bad. Like, they were just in there talking. That shit kind of broke my heart hearing that. Because they were, saying it out loud, out in the public, in the open, like it's nothing. And men don't usually do that. So them having that discussion like that was a cry for help. And I see a lot of men, not just even them, a lot of men on my social media, not to call them out, but they be going through it, wanting to give up, losing hope, in constant prayer, not caring no more about themselves. And that's real. That's a huge red flag for society and where we're going, because we need the men strong, feeling appreciated, feeling loved, feeling cared for, feeling like they matter, and feeling like we need them. That's really important. And the women do too. A lot of women out here don't feel supported, don't feel provided for, don't feel like they're important. They feel like they're just getting used. So we all got a lot to work on amongst each other and to ourselves. And like I said before I walk in this door with my babies, be kind to the next person, because you never know what they've been through and what they're growing through. Because life happens through you, not to you. Peace out.